Hello, yes, Jimmy. You're sending a new batch of students my way. Fantastic. More undergraduates that I have to train how to do a heart transplant. Jimmy? Jimmy, are you there? Didn't like their phone service anyway. Oh, hello, prospective surgeons. Welcome to RPL Universities, where we are going to go on a journey together on how to do transplants. I have a professional doctorate. Now, roll call. Just give me 1 second. I'm still trying to work these new hands. Just recently put them out. Okay. Susie? Bob? Oh no, Bob's going for surgery. Don't mind it. Don't worry about it, Jeremy. Oh, you're here. Okay. Your parents said you were a failure, but that's fine. Cool. Reginald. I see Reginald's absent. He had what? He had a brain transplant. We only have that later. Okay, cool. Everyone here? Right. Today, we're going to be sorting out Bob's heart. Bob's heart got broken. I know, it's a sad story. It all happens to us. Sometimes a boxing match can be heartbreaking, especially when you make your expectations way too high. Pay attention, students, and leave a 5-star review at the end of this. Bob's not doing so good. Who put the lights on Bob? The show is about me. First, prospective students, you need to notice that Bob's heart rate is doing all right. There's a dog over there. You got to adjust the light for yourself so that you can see how beautiful you are. Now, Bob is doing all right. Hello, Bob. Aren't you just absolutely beautiful? Make sure, with consent from the patient, that you may stroke the patient and reassure them that their surgery is going to go great. Bob, you're going to die. Now that the patient has been surely and 100% assured that they will be alive, next you want to position your camera so you can perfectly capture your next surgery. Introducing the surgery tools. We need to crack open this rib cage. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take this big old chunky hammer. Oops. Sorry about that, Bob. As you can see, we made Bob bleed a little bit, but remember, what doesn't kill you, hopefully doesn't kill you. Now, you're going to want to break the rib cage and then grab the sticky barbecue ribs and get rid of them. Don't worry, Bob can live without it. Next, you're going to want to take out this delicious looking liver. It looks real good, all right? Put his liver over on the operating system. We'll get to that later. Next, Bob seems to be bleeding a little bit, but that's all right. You're going to want to break the rib cage and try not to smash the lungs into oblivion. Now that that's been sorted, you're going to want to rip out as much of these bones as possible. Look at that beautiful lung, all right? He doesn't need that at the moment. And take out the other lung. He doesn't need that. Okay, he's not going to need those lungs. Don't question it. People don't need lungs to breathe. Next, you're going to want to take surgical scissors like this, and you're going to want to cut out as much of the unnecessary arteries as possible, because we need to get rid of this heart. So, if you could just get in there, scissor. You're going to want to take this heart out, all right? You can see. Before you take the heart out, you need to do the sacred chant of Kali Ma. Alright, now that we've Kali Ma'd, look at your heart. We're going to open it up. Alright, perfect. We're going to take this new heart, alright? And as a once great boxer who lost said, that's a nice heart. And you're going to want to put the heart back in and make sure it's just really put nicely in there. Can you? Okay, hold on. There's a whole bunch of broken ribs in the way. Don't question it. I have the PhD here. Do you, Jeremy? Yeah, that's what I thought. And there you go. A successful heart transplant. Nurse! Susan passed out. I think you're going to have to go and get her. You have to have a strong stomach for this. Bob still has his stomach. He'll be fine. All right. What was that? Malpractice? Don't make me come over there. Now, prospective students, now that you know the very basics of a heart transplant, you should be able to fix your own broken heart, as my heart was broken by recent events, all right? We are not going to be discussing the recent events because I don't want a lawsuit on me. What happens if your kidneys fail and you are unable to pee? Any takers? No? All right, if your kidneys fail and you're unable to pee, that might be a problem. If you did not know, that might be a problem. Yes, can I help you? No. I will not be taking questions at this point. Also, hold on that thought.
Alright there, Nigel. The Uncle Pete's here. A couple of gentlemen have come round and they want to have a word with you. They don't look like your regular constabulary.
Hello, yes. Did you order my pizza like I asked you to? Susan, you're back. You alright? Okay, cool. Let's go and sort out Bob's kidneys. Bob has graciously donated his body for you all to listen. So I want you to pay attention to what we're going to be doing. If there are any questions, leave it in the survey afterwards. If you don't give me a 5-star review, as the PhD doctor here at RPL Universities, I might just have to revoke your access to the Hub Premium. Excellent. All right. What's the first step, class? Put the light on yourself. Very good. Next step, put the camera there so you can make a same style YouTube tutorial to teach other fellow prospective surgeons out there to do their job. Next, that's right, Sally. Where'd you come from? We need to reassure the patient. Hello, Bob, my sweet summer child. I'm sorry about Mike Tyson losing. Now, we need to get in there and get rid of those kidneys. So first, number one, let's open this up. Gently this time. Ah! These kidneys just want to roll. What's the first step, class? Break the ribs, correct. Right. So we use the rib breaker. Yes, I know, Reginald. I know it's called a hammer. Here in the doctorate association, we call it the rib breaker. Would you like to come and perform the surgery? Do you want Bob to die? Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. Carefully, but very firmly, break Bob's ribs and then get rid of the pieces. Make sure not to smack the patient while you're doing this. Right, perfect. Next, that liver, he doesn't need that liver. So we're gonna take the liver out. That was a good catch. I went to juggling school. That's a great source of iron, all right? You have to lick the liver. If you have to stand here for 18 hours doing surgery, lick the liver. It will give you the needed iron so you can stand here. That's against the law? Eat me. All right, perfect. Next, we need to go and get that kidney. Now, can I get it without having to cut out the stomach? No, the stomach is a problem. So what do? We grab the surgical scissors. That's right, Sally. A+ for you, ma'am. Now, we're going to cut out that stomach. There we go. Bob, hold on to that for me. And we're going to grab the stomach. We're going to grab the stomach. Nurse, I need a hand to destroy the stomach. Where's my lightsaber? Right, students, don't behave like your doctor over here. You actually have to cut the other side of the stomach that connects it to the bowels. Look at this balloon. If it doesn't inflate, that means it's a bad stomach. And if it's a bad stomach, you have to replace it. So, we're glad. We're doing 2 in 1 here, Reginald. Good eye. Catch. Okay, cool. He's not going to need that. We'll give a new one. Now, we're going to want to cut out the old kidneys. So, grab your surgical scissors and gently try not to cut anything else. You don't want Bob to bleed to death. Okay, I got the one. But Bob seems to be bleeding. That's fine. So. Gone goes that one kidney. There we go. That's the other kidney. Bob, you okay? It's fine. He's bleeding a little bit. Don't worry about it. All right. We're going to take the kidneys. I'm going to shove them right back in where they were. There we go. Kidney, I think you need to get in there. There we go. And then put that kidney in there. And huzzah! Well done. Susan, you have learned how to put back kidneys. Any questions? Whoa! Thanks for that, Michael. Appreciate that. Thank you. I am a great surgeon. Did you learn anything good today, students? Fantastic. What was that? Oh, you don't appreciate the way I treat kidneys in this day and age. Listen here. Put the spotlight on me. I want to address this. Kidneys have feelings too. I understand. But when the patient needs kidneys, there's no time for that. Right, students, now comes the fun part. How many of you watch Brain Rot? Excuse me? What is Skibidi Toilet? I do not know of the Skibidi Toilet that you are talking about, but it sounds like it might rot your brain. And that is exactly what has happened to Bob. Do you want to see what happens to a brain when it rots to its very core because of all this brain rot? You don't understand. When I started my doctorate degree walking with one foot in the snow while the other foot was starting a business, we learned where they were taking the hobbits. Do any of you know where they were taking the hobbits? Exactly. You are too young to be in here. Excuse me? Reginald? Yeah! You made sure the brain rot couldn't let me throw you with this. Take that! Reginald. F. Get out of my class. Get out of my class. Anyone else? Cool. Susan! Did we not pay the electrical bill again? Everyone line up. We're gonna sort Bob out. Now, first of all, I need you to take a very good look at a perfectly preserved millennial brain. All right, look at that. Look at the sheen of pink on that. This brain has been touched by the glory of 2000s and 2010 brain rot. None of this 2020 stuff, all right? 90s, 20s, and 2010 brain rot is where it's at. Bob here has been watching too much Skibbity Toilet, as you guys have made it so known, and I'm going to show you just what happened to his brain. So first, you're going to need a flashlight, because if you don't pay your electricity bills, this is what being an adult looks like. It sucks, right? Perfect. Now that we're all on the same thing, you're going to want to get this pizza cutter and gently break open his skull without killing him. There's no hammer, so that's not going to work. Perfect. Now, just like you would with a slice of pizza, try not to hit the brain, but this brain is useless anyway. Come on. Man, Bob's got a hard head. Just like many of you students giving me sass over there. Alright, you're gonna want to make sure you get as much of the skull. He'll regrow the skull. Bones regrow, class. Just drink enough milk and eat enough yogurt. As long as you get all that good vitamin D? Milk, no, good calcium. There we go. Vitamin D is the sun. Bob seems to be bleeding, but it's okay. We're going to get rid of his brain in a hot second. All right, put the pizza cutter down. Can we extract the brain? Look at this. We need the scissor. Where's my surgical scissor? All right, we got to get that brain sorted. Cut that brain out. Look at that brain. That brain is so rotted, it doesn't even want to stay here. Look at that brain. That's a Skibbity Toilet brain. Learn, students. That's what will happen to your brain. All right? Bob is brainless, but, you know, he was dumb before. Now, the beautiful millennial brain, filled with childhood trauma, past regrets, and the inability to buy a house in this economy. Perfection. You're going to grab it and treat it with respect. I said grab it, not the bottle. You see, this brain doesn't want to go into Bob's skull. It does not. This brain is perfection. Can I even just let it move? Oh no! Oh no, brain. I'm gonna need, okay, hold on. Don't worry about it! I'm a professional! Alright, there we go. And boom. Bob is now a millennial. Bob has reached peak humanity. Imagine being a millennial and turning into a boomer, reminiscing about everything that has gone wrong and what was right in the universe. That's what will happen. As long as that skibbity brain is out of your head, you can achieve perfect traumatic childhood experiences. Any questions? If you ask me if we can watch Skibbity Toilet one more time, Reginald, I will kick you in the gonads, which you don't have. Thank you, students, for attending this seminar of RPL Universities, where we taught you how to transplant a heart from heartbreak of a boxing match we won't be talking about, how to transplant kidneys from said heartbreak and you didn't pee because you didn't bother to either hydrate or you just sat there watching in severe disappointment that your kidneys couldn't handle it. And then afterwards, we taught you how to transplant a millennial brain into your head. You can do this yourselves. Any questions? Didn't think so? Leave a 5-star review, and I'll see you next time. I think I need my brain transplanted. I never tire of that, I swear. It's so funny every time.
Will you please not throw me out the window again? Those gnomes down there. freak me out?
Do they now?